A while back I got the Apple Watch Series 6 after moving from the Galaxy Watch. I discovered a lot of things that I wish I knew before buying the Apple Watch, so I felt like sharing these things. So here's things that you should know before buying the Apple Watch. Hey guys, my name is Ammar Ajjoub and welcome to my channel. I've been sinking more and more into the Apple ecosystem for the past 7 months, so getting the Apple Watch was inevitable. But still, there are things that I wish I knew before getting the Apple Watch. Everyone can look up what the Apple Watch can do on the Apple website, for example. Get all the features and what it's good at, but few people talk about the actual experience and what the Apple Watch cannot do. Don't get me wrong, the Apple Watch is indeed a great device and in my opinion the best smartwatch, but there are some software limitations that are just stupid and some hardware ones too. Let me start with the alarm. I talked about the alarm in a previous episode, but I want to mention it again because it's that frustrating. The alarm on your watch and the alarm on your phone are not synced. If you set up an alarm on your watch, it's not going to show up on your phone, and vice versa. The only alarm that is synced is the one that is in the sleep schedule, but it doesn't stop there. Okay, you set the alarm in the sleep schedule and you're like, okay, it's gonna be synced on both devices, but it's not gonna ring on both devices. If you're wearing the watch while sleeping, which a lot of people do that, including me, the alarm will only go off on the watch. It's not gonna go off on the phone too, which is pretty weird, but it also doesn't stop there. Let's say you're okay with the alarm going off only on the watch. You set the alarm, you go to sleep, but you don't wake up to work. That's exactly what happened to me the first couple of days with the watch. Because believe it or not, the alarm doesn't go off if the watch is muted. And it doesn't stop there. Okay, let's say you're okay with the alarm not going off and it's muted, but it's gonna vibrate, which a lot of people like waking up to tapping on your wrist, and that's it. That's very calm, isn't it? I did not wake up. I couldn't wake up. I couldn't feel the alarm going off on my wrist. I couldn't feel the vibrations. Although I set it to the maximum, yet still I couldn't wake up. So what I'm doing right now, I'm setting an alarm on the phone itself, and now I have to wake up to the horrible limited alarm sounds from Apple. I was really loving the sleep schedule alarm sound. And speaking of the sleep app, Apple's own sleep tracking is just trash. It only gives you when you went to sleep and when you woke up, and that's it. No analysis, no deep or light or REM sleep, none of that. Thankfully, there are third-party apps that do have these things. You think it stops there? Well, it doesn't. I hate hearing sounds from the watch. It just vibrates and I know that I got a notification, which is great. But why, when I have the watch on, a lot of the notifications on my phone are muted now? Although the phone is not muted. I'm missing a lot of notifications on my phone because it's not ringing and the watch is not ringing. It barely vibrates. Sometimes I don't feel it. And that defeats the whole purpose of having a smartwatch to keep up with all the notifications on your phone. You'll say, just unmute the watch. Okay, I'll unmute the watch. But I work in a place that I need to put all my devices on mute. And I'm okay with muting and unmuting my devices before and after work. But my problem is, why in God's name the mute on the watch is not synced with the mute on the phone? Every time I want to mute the phone and the watch, I need to mute the phone and the watch separately. That defeats the hell out of the mute switch on the iPhone. It went from being so easy, switch on the phone, to hell, I need to mute the phone and the watch, or else I'm gonna get fired. That's why I'm keeping the watch muted at all times. Oh, and by the way, these are just software problems that can be fixed. So please, Apple, fix them up. The last problem is a hardware type of problem. The battery. The battery on the Apple Watch isn't the greatest. You need to charge it every single day, and I wear the watch during sleep, so I have to charge it during the day. Thankfully, some apps remind me of charging the watch before sleep. And that's been it for today's episode. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, give it a sub, and don't forget that life is all about love and dance. See ya.